Okay, question 8 to 12 of the fraction assignment, and here we go. State the value of 2 in 4.0203. Well, these places after the decimal place, first one's 1/10, then the hundredths, then the thousandths, then the 10,000ths. So that 2 is in the hundredths place, so it's 2 over 100. If you wanted to make a number out of 8 plus 3/10 plus 7 1,000ths, you'd go 8, there, comma, there's your 3/10. There are no hundredths, so you put a 0 there, and then a 7 for the 7 1,000ths. There it is, 8,307. And then it says, write 4.2 as a mixed numeral. A mixed numeral. Ooh, I wrote it as a mixed fraction. I think they mean a mixed fraction. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. 4 and 2/10. 4, a mixed number. I think that's what they mean. Maybe that's another way of saying it. 4 and 2/10. Well, that's really 4 and 1/5, dividing the top and bottom by 2. Write 3 and 3/8 as a decimal. Well, you know what? This one here, 1 divided by 8, you could do it on your calculator. It's 0,125. That's a good one to know. Whenever you divide by 8, 1 divided by 8, you get 0.125. So different multiples of that 8s, like 2 at 3/8, 5/8, it's 3 times 125, which is not, 375. So 3 and 3/8 is 3,375. But the 1 divided by 8 is a kind of a good decimal to know. 1/8 is 0,125. Express 1 over 6 as a decimal. Well, say if you have a calculator, you just go 1 divided by 6, you get 0.16666, and your calculator rounds the last one off. It kind of tells you how to do this question to a 7, because the next number would be a 6. But what you do is, if you didn't have a calculator, you'd go, hey, 6 won't go into 1, so you add a 0, and then you go 0, comma, and it goes in once. 1 times 6 is 6, then you subtract, you get a 4. You add another 0, that's 40. 6 times 6 is 36, and then you subtract, you get another 40. And you keep going, and all you get is these 6s, 6, 6, 6. But they say, round it off to the nearest hundredth. Well, there's the hundredth place, 16, 1 6 right there. Well, it's closer to 1 7 than it is to 1 6. You go to this number, if it's 5 or bigger, you round up to the 7, 0,17, and that's your answer. The next questions are about rounding. Question 12, round 3.854 to the nearest hundredth. Well, you just go to 5, go to the next number, and you round down to the 5. It's closer to 0.85 than it is to 0.86, so it's 3,85 to the nearest hundredth. This number, 3.5217 to the nearest whole number, all you do is, there's the whole number 3. Go to the next number. If it's 5 or bigger, you round up. It's closer to 4 than it is to 3. That's why the answer is 4. So there you go.